Hello and welcome to Java Lectures. This is Inam Sakshir, and in our last lecture we did with the request dispatcher in our web programming with JSP and Servlet in Java. So what we are doing today is we are learning filters with the work of the filters and the filters with servlets. So before starting, I want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, the Java Lectures, and press the bell icon so you never miss any video from Java Lectures. So now let's get started. So in our previous lecture, what we did is we created two JSP pages. So we sent the request from index page to hello servlet, and hello servlet forwarded our request with the help of the request dispatcher to hello servlet. And what we entered in index .jsp page in input type, so it received here and sent with the request.set attribute. And in hello.jsp we got with the out.println tag, and in out.println tag we got the request.get attribute name, what was the value shown here. Okay, so today we are starting with the filters. What are filters? Filters are like your front end servlets. So the filter will execute before the servlet. We can add the business knowledge here, and we can add the validations in the filters. So as I mentioned in my previous lecture, the work of controller is to serve the request and give the responses, or forward the request from one JSP page to another, or forward your data to check from the database to the model. So the work of controller is to do all the jobs. Rest the jobs will be done by the filters, like your business logic or your uh, validations or any other thing which are not fulfilled from the client side. So you can get the request back to the client again. So let's get started with this. So today we are creating a filter. I will create a package here first, filter, and I will create a filter here. Hello filter. Okay, that's right. What I have needed is the I have to remove the extra comments or extra things which are not usable for us. Okay, this is the filter life cycle, that when the filter initialize, it will configure the init method for the first time. I have to write, and it is implementing the filter, so I have to override all its methods, so I cannot remove any method. Just I have to write my code in that method which I have needed. So when servlet is going to be stopped, it will call destroy. When first time filter is going to be initialized, it will call the init, and rest it will call do filter all the time. Okay, right. So how can we know that this filter belongs to this servlet and this servlet belongs to this filter? So I have to in our servlet 3 technology, I have to make the web servlet name and web filter name same. So it will forward the request, whereas I will forward the request from this filter. It will for us search for the same name with the servlet, and it will call this servlet and this method which is called by the index. Okay, now what I'm checking here is just whether the fields are null or not. So I'm creating a util here. In util, what I am creating a class that is string, sorry, string utils. In this class, I am creating a static method which will check about the null or empty strings. So public static is empty. So it will take a return type boolean and return true. Right, it will get the message or a string st. So what it will return? St equals to null or st dot equals or st equals to this. Right, so it will give the true to in return if any condition is true, or st equals to null, or st equals to empty, or st equals to empty. So if the result is true, we have to stop from there, and if the result is false, so we have to transfer the request from hello filter to hello servlet. Right, so I have to check. I have the same object, the request and response here, and one chain object. So chain is the basically your request, whether you are forwarding to the servlet or not. So this is about that. So I am getting the parameter request dot get parameter. The same I'm doing hello, copying this, control C, control V. Okay, right, request dot get parameter. Right, now I have to write boolean if what the name string utilities string utils dot is empty string st. If it is true, that means something is null here, else we have to forward the request. The forward the requesting is same chain dot, we will use this object to forward our request. If everything is okay, chain dot do filter, the request and response object will be forwarded. Right, but if the string util is empty, so what I have to do is to show the error message. So I will create a error page here. Right, okay, so I will write the error here. Okay, request dot get parameter, I will call the message. Okay, now I have to create the message in hello dot filter. So I will forward is request dot oh, I have to get the attribute, not the parameter. Message, and after that what I have to do is to give the link of my home page. Href equals to index dot JSP. Right, okay, now what I have to do is request dot get parameter. This is the key for which we have called, and this will the value empty parameters are not allowed, right? Okay, everything is okay, everything is right. I have to remove the brackets because the code is of one line. Hope everything is right. So I have to just run on server. I guess one thing I forgot. Yeah, the request dispatcher or from the filter. So right, Control X, Control V, and I have to copy this request dispatcher. Control C, Control V. After that, this dot forward request and response. Right? Okay. I guess now all thing okay. So calling here, run on server. Say hello. Hello, Mr. Null. Double L. I forgot any SG or SG dot equals null. Control S. Running it again. So if it is giving anything, so string utils not empty, okay, it will give the true. If it will give the true, if will be executed. What's going on? Public static boolean, the st is not null, equals st equals to this or st equals to null. So if anything happens, so it will give the true, right? Okay, so in maybe filter is not working, I guess. H E double L O H E double L O. I guess filter problem is here. 1 minute. I'm using the web.xml here. Work with the filter. See here, I'm pasting in my web.xml. Control V. Right. The name of the servlet is hello. Right. And the servlet class is servlet dot hello. Right. Servlet name is hello and its URL pattern is hello and the filter name is what's the name of the filter? Hello filter. The filter class is filter dot hello filter. Okay, its name is hello filter and its pattern is hello. That's right. All set. Now I hope it will work. So I have to remove this and I have to remove this as well. Control S. Right? Okay. I guess filter is not working, but why? So I have to. Oh, but filter is calling. What's doing wrong? String utils dot is empty string. Okay, right st control C and control V control S. Is there any wrong logic on which I am working? It's giving true. Oh, 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 oh. Here is the problem. In hello filter, I have to call the error page. All set now. So in your project, you have no need to work on the web.xml. It will work fine for you. I was just forgot to write here the error message, error page. Okay, empty parameters are not allowed. In home page, AST and hello Mr. AST. Here it is. This is the work of the filter. Sorry, I got your too much time. So, but I forgot to write the error page here that it has to call. So every time when I was calling the request dispatcher, it will forwarding the request. If it was true or false, it will forwarding the request to the same page. So that is why the problem occurs, and you no need to write the code of the web.xml. So your web filter will be working with the same name as well. So hope you have learned for the filter, but I have got your so much time, so sorry for that.